Hey guys, in this one, I want to show you how to create a gig in Fiverr. So as you can see, I'm on the desktop application. So you're going to need to log on and you have to click on this, become a seller, and then you actually have to apply and give some of your details. As you can see, if you are using the smartphone application, it does say that you have to go onto desktop to actually complete the registration and complete everything on there. So if you are using the smartphone app and you're thinking, why can't I find how to actually create a gig? You are going to have to go onto the desktop application and then fill out everything. So as you can see, you have to go through some different stages, and it just teaches you a few things about creating gigs, why you would do it, and the type of people that actually do create gigs and all of the reasons why. And then you just have to go and put some of your personal information in here, so your name and your details. And as you can see, you do need to input your occupation, as they call it. This is just really what you're going to be selling on Fiverr. So just choose the different details that best fits what you're actually going to put on there. And you have to put some details and some history in there. You need to pick at least 2 and then put a few years of details in there. And then to become a seller, you do need to essentially link a few of your accounts. There's no real way around that. You have to link some social media accounts, and you do have to give them your phone number as well. They won't let you register until you give those details. You can actually register without giving your phone number, but you can't create a gig unless they have that. They'll send you a code. And then as you can see, you can edit your profile, or you can go through and finish. Once all of those details are in, click finish, and it will get you through to the gig page where you can put in the gig that you want to start selling. From here, it's pretty straightforward. You just follow the instructions, and as you can see, you have to start the sentence with I will. Actually, it does it for you, so you don't have to put it yourself. And if you do put it yourself, then you'll have an issue. So just make sure you don't put I will there. Then put whatever you're trying to sell, and then essentially just select all of the categories. So I'm just going to show you guys one very simply. So I'm going to just go through some video tools and just make a sort of fake gig that I'm using. I'm going to be a video editor. So make sure everything is really unique down to the thing that you're actually selling. There'll be a lot of different options in here, and of course all of these options will change depending on what you're actually doing. Put some tags in there so that if someone is searching for the thing that you're selling, they can maybe find you a little bit easier. Save and continue on to the next page. So the next page is actually choosing how much you're going to charge for your gig. Now you can actually pay Fiverr some money, and by doing that, they'll actually give you some more pricing options. So you can actually give 3 different tiers for every gig. And this means you can essentially offer a basic gig, an intermediate, and maybe a high-end gig with some more features, as you can see here. But to be able to do that, you do need to pay Fiverr money in the first place. If you don't want to do that, you can just give one pricing tier. As you can see, you have to name the tier and then essentially tell the customers what you'll give them for that tier. This is also fairly straightforward. Just make sure that the customers would be exactly aware of what exactly they're getting for the money that they are paying. Make sure all of the extra features are ticked off. So if you have something you want to include, you just tick it and that will be included along with the gig. And as you can see, you can essentially tell them how long it's going to take and then just put your price on there. And that's going to be the price that they pay you for this gig. And it goes all the way up to almost $1,000 per gig. You can also add in some extras. So for example, if they maybe pay a little bit extra, you can turn around the gig in a little bit of a quicker time. And that is what a lot of people do. So maybe they offer a quicker turnaround for customers paying an extra bit of money. After you've got all of your payments and charges out of the way, then you go on to describe the gig. And again, I'll just put in some random stuff here just to show you. But yeah, essentially just describe exactly what you're selling, what the people would be looking for. So for example, if you are a video editor, just describe that you edit videos in a certain way. You can make some short clips or whatever and add any frequently asked questions. That's a really good idea so that when people are looking, they can pretty much get all the answers right away. This option here as well is essentially asking the customer to give you information for the gig. So the more information you get, obviously the more information that you'll have to actually create a good product for the customer, which is obviously what you're going to want to do so that you can get some good word of mouth, some good ratings on Fiverr, and then obviously you'll move up the search rankings and good reviews, and then obviously that will encourage more people to buy. So once you finish that, then yes, you do have to put some images and videos up there, and you have to upload at least one image. And Fiverr say that if you do upload a video as well, then that increases the click-through rate. So really simple, just go through to upload it. It has to be a certain size, so it can't be too big. That will take up to 24 hours to be approved. So obviously they have to look through the video, make sure nothing crazy is in there. So yeah, if you are uploading a video, then you just keep that in mind that you'll have to actually wait a while for that video to be approved by Fiverr before you can start selling. Same for the images, and they can scan these a lot quicker, but uploading an image, this is the thing that people are just going to look at. So I've just got a random one here to show you, but obviously you'd want that to show people exactly what you're selling. Then after all that is done, that is essentially it. And as you can see, it says here that I can't start selling until I give them my phone number, which I didn't do because this is just a tutorial. But if you do that, then you can essentially go verify and start selling. As you can see, you can edit the gig up here. So if you click on that, it goes back to essentially the start, where you can go and look at the gig that you've made. Everything you can check to make sure that it's right, if there's any errors or anything else. So this is the gig, basically like a draft gig. So you haven't actually published it yet, but this is exactly what it's going to look like when it is finished and if you do want to publish it. As you can see, the description that I put in is the name of the gig, and everything is just laid out exactly how you edited it and put it together to start with. If you do want to edit, if you found some errors, then you just click on this edit here and it will take you right back through to that first page, and you can edit everything here. You can very easily just flick through each of the stages by pressing the save and continue button. That just saves it. It doesn't publish it, it just saves it. And then if you do want to publish it, you just go through to this page, and again, you can just go through to verifying and publishing your gig. That's it for this one. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.